Hey guys, Quad here again, and this time I'm going to be talking about Season 5 Akuma and his balance changes. So has Akuma been nerfed? Short answer, yes. Long answer, he's okay still. For his forward throw, he used to be -1 in Season 4 after a forward dash. But with the 3 frames for recovery, he's -4, so if the opponent wakes up with a button, you're definitely going to get punished. So you're going to have to finesse around the button a little bit more to get your throw game. You can still meaty with the sand medium kick, but your corner game with Akuma has definitely been weakened. As for the sand medium kick and sand hard punch, there has been hurt boxes added to them so opponents can whiff punish them easier. For the sand medium kick, there is a long rectangular hurt box added so in front of Akuma. And for his stand hard punch, there is a small hurt box added near the feet of him. So I guess characters with short low fours will be able to punish it more consistently. Now a big nerf is his crouching medium punch. They increased the pushback on block, so now you can't get your patented 3 medium punch combo anymore. So you're gonna have to commit to more 2 buttons, crouch medium punch, stand medium punch, or crouch medium punch, stand medium kick for your B&B or block strings. One good thing this does give though is, since you're pushing yourself further away, you won't be able to get thrown as easily if you were just going to stand there or try to move forward. Now you can move back a little bit, maybe shaming them a little bit, but that's one good positive I can see from this. It's not much, but you know, you gotta take what you can get. Now for the stand hard punch target combo, they ease the combo count, so that means you can now juggle it with Roundhouse Satsu or Fierce DP, which is nice because before you had to do EX DP for a follow-up. But the only problem with this is if they do a non-crush counter, if you do it on a non-crush counter, you can't combo it, which is strange because I feel they should have gave that to Akuma just because of all the nerfs and buffs they gave to other characters, especially like health buffs and stuff, and he didn't get any. But that's just my opinion. Now for his forward hard punch, they added a hurt box near the feet of his jump. So before there was a lot of situations where Akuma could go over a projectile and go over a normal. But now that this is less of a case with that hurt box added. So now Akuma can't be 2 options, I guess, is what they're trying to go for. And for the overhead, they made it -7. This is more of a universal change. Most characters' overheads are -7 as well, just for a medium button punish. And they also made his light red fireball. They reduced the pushback on block. So I guess this means characters with 6 frames or lower moves can maybe punish Akuma if he does a light fireball too close. But depending on the spacing of the Akuma player, it might not matter. As for the meter gain for his moves, like the gain on block and hit for each of his Shoryuken, Hadouken, and Satsus, I think that's a universal change. I think they're making all of the characters have more consistent meter gain throughout the game. Now for the EX Demon Flip, they added a hurt box to the bottom right of Akuma's Demon Flip. I guess this makes it a little bit easier to anti-air. And they also reduced the hitbox of this. So I guess it hits less on certain characters that are crouching. And if you try to anti-air with a normal, it will maybe trade less often. But they did fix a bug where he did the neutral follow-up, where he hits low. They made it so it autocorrects more consistently. So you don't Akuma doesn't make a big whiff in the opposite direction and leaves himself open. Now you're consistently -2, which I guess is a good thing. Also for his V skill, the punch one, in VTRIGGER 2 you can cancel this into the exclusive moves for in VTRIGGER 2, but I really don't understand the use of that, since you can cancel Stand Fierce into those moves, so I don't really get the change for that. Maybe that just needs a little bit more research. As also for the V reversal, they made it so it blows back a little bit further. So it's pretty much almost half screen. So this gives Akuma more breathing room in the corner. Like maybe you can do a fireball, establish a fireball game where you throw them and they jump and you anti-air or something. But one bad thing about this is there's 8 frames of recovery added, so there's barely any Oki after doing this. You're only +2 after the forward dash. But I guess it's kind of a buff ender. Now the biggest nerf is fireball into V-trigger. You can no longer fireball into V-trigger, kind of like how in Guilty Gear Xrd you can do fireball YRC and just control neutral pretty much. Now Akuma players have to do the same as other Shoto players, cancel on block or cancel on hit close up. You won't be able to do it from full screen anymore. So you can't jump over fireball or just throw a fireball, activate, and if they jumped over it you won't be able to DP them. Anything, those situations are all gone. But his V-trigger is still good. One thing they did change was the Shuriken. The first hit doesn't gain as much meter. The subsequent hits afterwards, where he hits them down on the ground, they give more meter. But I guess the reason for this was when you did the first hit of the Shuriken, it usually gained meter for a super. So now you lose a lot of kill potential if you were almost at full meter and the Shuriken would build that gauge. But now there's gonna be less situations like that now. So is Akuma weak this season? It's tough to say. I mean, his V-trigger is still very good. He still has very good options with it, especially with his Shoryuken and Fireball. But think about how Akuma was in the older seasons. His V-trigger actually had more charges. He was a little bit more stronger with the EX Demon Flip back when you could wake up with it. But now in Season 5, all the other characters have been buffed, and Akuma kind of has been left behind. So he still has like 900 health. He's gonna be victim to 2 or 3 hits and then the round ends for him. Now he'll need to maybe hit some characters 3 to 4 times to end the round to win the round. So maybe they should rebuff the V-trigger. This has been a thing Capcom has done in the past, where they nerf a certain character and then they rebalance it by giving the character back their tool. Ryu and Street Fighter 4, hint hint. So maybe there needs to be something like that, or give Akuma better options, you know, like maybe make his teleport better or his air fireball better. Because Akuma traditionally has been balanced with the low life but very strong offensive options. But now they nerfed a lot of his offensive options and he still has low life. So, you know, something's not adding up here. Like, his normals are still good, don't get me wrong. But like, think of a matchup before, like maybe Akuma versus Geef, like Tokido versus Kijifamu. Geef can now whiff punish a lot of his Akuma's normals better, but Akuma didn't really gain any new options to deal with Geef, and off the top of my head. But you know, I'm thinking of just ideas, and I know the patch just came out, and there has been times where development companies have released an emergency patch for fighters, just like when Abigail was released, or even like in Tekken where there was an emergency patch before the World Tour finals. So you know, there's no guarantee for the future, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm interested in what you guys think of Akuma, so leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. And make sure you guys sub to VesperArcade and click the bell as well for notifications. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.